lots of money on your car insurance. Go right now to geico.com for all the details.
You're home after a long day, preparing dinner when...
Ew! What's that? It smells like rotten eggs.
That might be a natural gas leak.
It can't be. We don't have any natural gas appliances.
Even if you don't use natural gas, that rotten egg odor could be a sign of a leak in your neighborhood. Because gas lines can be buried anywhere.
Shut up.
No, speak up. If you ever suspect a leak, leave immediately and call 911 and Southwest Gas.
Thanks, deep voice narrator.
You're very welcome.
Welcome to the Tom Hartman Program. I'm live right here, Monday through Friday.
Are you ready for the #1 progressive talk show host in America?
71% of people say that the information they get from their friends and family, they take more seriously than the stuff they read in the media. Only 42% of Americans think the media is the most credible source of news. And therefore, if you're informed, if you're awake, you need to be telling your friends. You need to be talking to your friends and family.
24-time New York Times bestselling author and has nearly 6.5 million listeners nationwide.
These are crimes. These are international crimes against humanity. And I would love to see somebody held to account in this administration.
Introducing Tom Hartman on KCAA Radio, weekday afternoons starting at 2. KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, K292 FQ Riverside, and K293 CF Moreno Valley.
You should be on. You should be on. Should be on Cali's best radio show with Lady Impress. You should be on. Monday through Sunday, I flow through that zone. Baby be tripping like, would you come home? You know I'm talking about that with Cali's best radio show. And not that often. You should be on. You should be on. You should be on. Hey man, you should be on with Lady Impress. Cali's best. You should be on.
From the Bay to Sacramento, all the way to SoCal. I'm a West Coast shorty with a bougie sound. And I love me a real one, forget the clowns. Fresh racks, Gucci gown, when my man's in town. For the haters, you don't wanna f with me. You can never stunt on me. You could've promote for the free. Now I only post for a fee. All my they prepared, all my partners with the so they just went and wear. Call them up. Way at them there, man, I got them through whatever they was ill, no one cared. We the ones y'all wanna copy, I ain't close to everybody. And you know I'm hella busy, you should text and never call me. I need to change my number soon and TNT make that arrangement. If it ain't about that money, it's a waste of conversation. All my people, yeah, we up now. All my people, yeah, we up now. All my people, yeah, we up now. Only way is up, we ain't going there. All my haters show me love now. We gon' run it up in the club now. All my people, yeah, we up now. Only way is up, we ain't going there.
We the stage by chain, all bust down. Hey, Bay Area, we up now. Hey, tap in when you touch down. I feel like Marshawn with the touchdown. My 2012 OG, not Easy's on. All around the world, yeah, they know the G-Eazy song. A to the world. Tryna put my city on, I got you on the verse. Sweetie, what you need me on? Let me know. Sack to the O, I was gone for a minute, came back with the glow. I come from the Bay where they actually go. I could buy a house, but I stashed from a show. Yeah, new Ferrari, yeah, I'm up now. Plus I own the liquor company in my cut now. Still house, that's what's up now. It's really no limit, cause I don't give a f now. I hear people running their mouth. I only move 350 miles south. I got my credentials, they know what I'm about. I've been validated, I ain't even gotta sit.
All my people, yeah, we up now. All my people, yeah, we up now. All my people, yeah, we up now. Only way is up, we ain't going there. All my haters show me love now. We gon' run it up in the club now. All my people, yeah, we up now. Only way is up, we ain't going there.
Welcome to Cali's best radio show. This is the place to find out who's hot, who's not, and what's trending in music, entertainment, and news topics. Be prepared to get real and get ready to have some fun. Now here's Lady Impress.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Cali's Best Radio Show, coming to you tonight on 102.3 FM and 106.5. I'll be here for the next hour, spinning some hits, breaking some new independent music, and of course, bringing you the hottest radio show to come out of the entire Inland Empire. The phone lines are open if you'd like to call in during the hour and give some support. Go ahead and dial 888-909-1050. And if you'd like to be a guest or advertise on the show, go ahead and catch me at www.calisbestradioshow.com. Hit those links and you should be on.
Dreaming, living, busting, running, winning, loving, working, never close my eyes. I want money pies. Started from the bottom, it took some time. I was a young girl growing with bright brown eyes. Mama said, don't you waste no time. Daddy never let the boys fly. And at that time, I always tried to hide my feelings. I was finessing, playing games I wasn't thinking. Tied up with trying to be a woman, I was tweaking. Yeah, I was geeking. I switched it up and now I'm screaming. Dreaming, living, busting, grinding, winning, loving, working, never close my eyes. I want money pies. Money, money pies, and money, money skies. Money, money gives, and money buys. Money, money blows, and money, money goes. Money, money's here, you already know. It's been set in stone, you got my records wrong. I'm trying to rake it up, I'm trying to bring it home. But please don't get me wrong, to say the least I'm grown. I'm making big boss decisions on my own. Dreaming, living, busting, grinding, winning, loving, working, never close my eyes. I want money pies. Dreaming, living, busting, grinding, winning, loving, working, never close my eyes. I want money pies. Living ambitious, getting bankrolls in these inches. My diamonds, no glitches. I just wanna be the richest. I'm all about my digits. I ain't trying to be malicious. Pray to God get my wishes, cause we know I'm a realist. And I'm quite superstitious, that's why I don't burn no bridges. I just run around the clock and keep on counting these digits. So the bag be the mission. I make the toughest decisions. On my game with the plan, it's the way. Dreaming, living, busting, grinding, winning, loving, working, never close my eyes. I want money pies. Dreaming, living, busting, grinding, winning, loving, working, never close my eyes. I want money pies.
Hey Cali, what's up? It's your boy Urge7, Compton, and I want you to be sure to check out my homegirl, Miss LaShawn Turner, aka Lady Impress, hosting Cali's Best Radio Show on 102.3 FM and 106.5 FM every Wednesday in the IE. You know what it is. Tune in.
You know how we do. You know how we do. You know how we do.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in live to Cali's Best Radio Show. I am your hostess, Lady Impress, and I thank you guys so much for being here with me this evening. I have my co-host on deck, Miss Allie from Cali.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, LaShawn?
I'm doing all right. And Nick Knack is already on the dials looking kind of confused, but what's going on, Nick?
I always look confused.
He's holding it down in there. What's going on, Nick?
You know what? It's my wedding anniversary today.
That's right.
Happy anniversary.
How long?
4 years.
4 years.
Good for you two. So, no cuffing season talk for you
This
tonight.
won't apply to you
No, this does not apply to me whatsoever. Don't get me in trouble.
I know that's right. We won't, but it's glad that we got my main people in the building, Nick Knack and Allie from Cali. So I think we need to go ahead and jump off into our interview for tonight, and then we're gonna get into later on, you guys. We're gonna be talking about a whole lot of different stuff, but number one thing we want to talk about is cuffing season. this being cuffing season. So if you have something you know, a tip, or you have anything you want to say about that, just call us at 888-909-1050. All right. Let me go ahead and bring in my call-in guest. She is waiting on the line. She is a singer, songwriter, and recording artist. Her name is Angie Maserati. Welcome to Cali's Best Radio Show, Angie.
Hello. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
You're on live with LaShawn or Lady Impress, whichever one, and Miss Allie. So thank you for calling in.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. I love you.
I was hoping you would be able to come down because I can tell just from your social media the energy that you have would have been electric here in the studio.
You know what? Let's make that happen.
Yeah, soon.
Yes.
Sometime soon after the 1st.
Next time for sure.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so go ahead and tell our listeners a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Angie Maserati, and like you said, I am a singer, songwriter, recording artist, and I have an album out right now called Love, and it is
my favorite,
full of love songs, and it's full of hope, and it's full of it will never leave you in despair at the end. Every song, will leave your light shining a little brighter.
Okay, so for single ladies like me, and it's wintertime, cuffing season, if I listen to your love song, your album, am I going to feel good or I'm going to feel worse?
You are going to feel so good.
Okay.
So good. And it's going to put you on point. Like, you know what? You're not going to be messing around with men that are not gentlemen or with love situations where it's not, where you don't compliment one another.
Wow.
Create that circle of love, that circle of trust.
Now, you almost sound like you've been through a few things. Well,
haven't we all? It's a battleground.
Oh, that's right, girl. Love is a battlefield. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, can I ask you what inspired the title of it? Well, love, obviously, but seriously, like, what really got you to do, the theme on love? What?
So, I mean, because love is the greatest feeling. Yeah. And the greatest emotion and the greatest action. So they always, love is a verb, right? So there's so many things that love can be. And this album represents the love I've known the longest in my life that has been unconditional is singing and creating and music. Yes. Wow. It's just been my happy place and this love. So it had to be called Love. Now, the song is about loving one another and just seeing each other with our eyes closed. Like, we are all beautiful souls and spirits, and we need to work together and be equal and see each other that way. And, we can change the world. If we all chose true love, the true definition of love, we could change the world overnight.
Wow.
Right.
Sounds awesome. Yeah, empowering.
Well, yeah.
Empowering, definitely.
Yes, empowering. That's exactly. And then the romance part, the other songs were just written like from that passion that you can have for someone where you just, like, there's a song called Kiss You where you just are like, I can't even take it. And it kind of reminds me of like Squint and Wendy Peppercorn in that movie Sandlot.
Oh.
Where he jumps in the pool and is willing to risk drowning because he just can't take it. He has so much passion for her.
Yeah.
Oh my. Wow.
That's super
cute.
Okay,
so my song's a little more balanced than that, but like, don't go that far. But it's just that place of passion and respect and love and getting to know someone,
of course,
and their heart and feeling free and open and safe all at the same time.
Let me ask you this. Do you believe in love at first sight?
I absolutely do.
Yes.
I am such a romantic, like, Yeah, I'm such a romantic.
I don't know. I believe that. I believe in lust at first sight.
Yeah.
I don't know about love, but I remember reading in your bio that you actually took a trip to Italy that somehow also influenced or helped to grow this love album.
It's so true. You know, I love Italian culture. It's full of passion. They just, you know, the way they speak with their hands, and they're like, oh my God, ciao. And they don't hold back on it. Like, they are just very expressive. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just love this place.
Oh, wow.
So I tried to learn the language for a couple years, and just everything Italian. I'm just like, oh my God, I love Italy.
Oh, wow.
And when I was in New York, I was out on the town one night, and I hear people speaking Italian behind me, and of course I had to like, hey, you know, ciao, and where are you from? And it was two gentlemen, and they were from Rome, and they're just so sweet. I don't know if it's like they're raised by their mama, you know, or something, but it just came out. They were such gentlemen, and I wrote a song called Gentlemen.
Oh, well, I
sparked from that same weekend, but yeah.
I would like to meet some Italian men because I hear that they kind of also like black women a lot. So I would like to run into a few. But so, you know, this album didn't happen overnight. It seems like a lot went into it. Now, how long have you actually been a singer-songwriter and recording artist?
So I recorded my first few songs, singles. I can't really call them singles. I never released them. I didn't know they don't have the musical platforms that they have now for an independent artist to put their things out. But that was like back in 2000. I wrote and recorded 3 songs in particular. After my New York trip in 2016, I just was I had like my fire was sparked. My awakening occurred, and it was just living to that intensity and that aliveness. I was never going to ever let that go ever again. So I wrote probably 30, 40, 50 songs.
Wow.
Off of just the inspiration and the inspiration of that trip. Just from New York City and the lights and I don't know what it was. I wrote a song called Don't Blame It on the Night and Don't Blame It on the City Lights, you know, blame it on my heart. And, you know, basically just...
Oh, my gosh.
Now, you know, when you feel alive, you are inspired to create.
Right.
So, and it's in your soul.
Exactly.
You know
and we're so thankful for the creative types, because although I can't sing, but music moves me. You know, even like when I came in today, I didn't feel like being here in the studio, but as soon as the music starts, it gives me energy. It brings me, you know, calm. It puts me back on point. So I think that's one of the reasons why I just do what I do. It's like I just love giving you guys a platform because, you know, you're special, you know, what you can do and what the mood that your music can set. Now, I have to tell you.
Yeah, this means so much. I just wanted to say just thank you. Like, you truly are part of my dream come true. And I'm so grateful for you.
Oh, you're welcome.
What you do.
You're welcome. So check this out. I was on my Facebook the other day. Was it yesterday or day before? And all of a sudden, because we're not connected on Facebook, but I start seeing Angie Maserati performing somewhere in the last few days, I guess an album release. So someone was really posting a lot of video clips as somebody that I'm connected with. And so I saw you at your album release. So I wanted to ask you, how did it go?
Oh, it went so well. I felt overwhelmed with love and support from, you know, people in the community and my friends and my family. And I actually had a moment where I broke down. I was like, and I just said, I'm sorry. It's like, I feel so loved. And I was like, and I love you. And it just, because it feels so good. And that's awesome about that. You know, my dream and vision for my music, you know, coming from the independent side, is that I go into smaller spaces like this. Actually, I stepped out of a gig to call in right now.
Wow.
It's a smaller space, but I'm able to meet people and touch people and get to know them and have the music just spread. And, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, I love this and I want to share this with you. And have it just, people just continue to share it because the heart and soul is there and it makes you feel good.
Yeah. All right, Miss Angie, I'm going to have you speak a little bit clearer or louder into the phone because you're fading in and out just a little bit. I wanted to go ahead and cue up the title track from the album called Love. And I just wanted to mention, I want to ask you, what genre do you classify yourself in? Because I was told you were a pop artist, but then I didn't really hear any really pop type music. And I was wondering, what do you classify your genre as?
So, you know, people are saying it's R&B, which just thrills me to death. On the inside, honey, I'm Pam.
She's Pam.
I don't know. It's PC. You know, I want to say that inside I'm, you know.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, that's the great thing about music, you know, is that, like you were mentioning a little bit earlier, much like love, is that it's universal. It's meant to really, you don't know who you're impacting. You don't know who, you know, just feeling that type of way. But you said that it's more so R&B that you feel, more so than pop?
Yeah, I think pop R&B, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And so, some of the other tracks, you're definitely going to be booty shaking.
Oh, and we can hear it. Well, we have Love, and that's has you and featuring a gentleman, P.D. Escovedo, if I'm saying that name right.
Yeah.
So, so to me, it sounded like a little Latin flair in the tracks, but it definitely was not a straight pop. And so I was pleasantly surprised when I listened to, I believe I've listened to about maybe 3, 4, or 5 of your songs so far. So, yeah, good stuff. So let's go ahead and let our listeners put their ears on it. Okay. This is Love, Angie Maserati featuring P.D. Escovedo.
I'm a lover and I'm never gonna change.
make you wanna hut 2, 3, 4. Marching for the people, we observe the lethal words the chief is serving while he's swerving. The PR people, and we can't find those equal rights, so we keep fever, sick and tired. We keep kneeling while we under fire. Yeah, they keep blazing, busting like the Fruitvale station, brazen disregard for these lives. Stop complaining, you ruining my paid vacation. This guy, I shoot off at the lip cause I miss love. Wish it was what it should be, but it's like a poor kid Christmas. Man, I love love, ain't seen it in a long time. Can I hold on my own, trying to get by? I remember love when it was what it should be. God, let's get back to what we could
and
be.
I know with love first, we'll be blessed and not cursed. In our hearts lies a thirst for his love. Love can conquer everything. Love, 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 love. Can't you see what love can do? I know you can feel it too. From the river to the ocean, can you feel it? That's love. From the mountains
That was love, 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 love.
And I loved it.
And Alice kept saying, I love it.
Loved it the
Can you
whole
feel
time. I love that. That was nice.
Love.
Yeah, that was
Can you
smooth.
feel it?
That was smooth.
Oh,
I love it.
I feel the love in this room. I'm sending love.
Yes. So, you know.
Love.
I loved it.
So where can people find your album and find you at?
So it dropped on the 6th, on November 6th, on iTunes and Amazon. Those are the major ones, but I think it's on every digital. You know, I'm such a singer. It's like, you know, I just want to sing. But yeah, it's out on every digital platform. I have a website, AngieMaserati.com.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Now, is Maserati your stage name?
That's my dude. If my dreams were gonna come true, I'm also gonna be Italian. I was like, really? I can make all my dreams come true.
I said if she,
yeah, baby.
I said if she's related, if she's related to anybody that makes that Maserati car, I'm about to be friends with her for real, because that's my dream car.
Do you see how I've set this up for like a commercial deal? I mean, you see this? Like, sure, I'll take a commercial.
Yeah. Oh,
that down the Maz.
That would be so cute. All right, so tell our listeners anything. I see you said you stepped out of a gig to call in. I'm going to let you go really quick, but just let our listeners know what you have coming up and give any shout outs that you want to give.
Well, first, a shout out on the album Love is Alex Al on bass, and he's toured with Michael Jackson, and he's been top in the industry for years. Also featured on that track is Kat, that's K-A-T, Dyson, and she's with New Power Generation, so she's played with Prince for many
Generation,
years.
awesome.
So, yeah, some top people. Peter Michael Escobedo is, my producer, the producer of the album, and we made a beautiful piece of work here, and I just want to touch the world. And I just want to thank everyone who's, getting the album and smiling ear to ear. Do you hear that? Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, we hear it.
Fans.
Oh, well, hey.
Yeah, and I want to thank you and you, Allie.
Of course. What's your Instagram, girl? I'm going to follow you right now.
Yeah, let's be friends forever. And we will. And I plan on, by spring, I plan on a tour in Europe, and wherever they'll have me, I'll be there. But yeah, just releasing music and just spreading the love. And yeah. And I'll be posting events and everything through my website and Instagram. So, yeah, at Angie Maserati Music.
At Angie Maserati Music on Instagram. So
I got you.
Allie is going to follow you right now, and we're already following each other.
Of course. Much love to you, sis.
And so you have 2 new fans here at Cali's Best Radio Show, and we appreciate what you're doing, and keep up the good work, and we'll be listening. And have fun tonight, whatever you're doing. You're gigging up in San Francisco?
In Livermore, California. Actually, it's a suburb.
Okay.
California's other wine country.
They need love too.
You have to come and we'll wine taste.
Next time I'm up there, I might look you up.
Oh my gosh, you better. And then next time we do this, I'm going to be in the studio with you guys.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. All right, my dear, you take care. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.
We're going to take a quick music break, and then we're going to come back.
You feel the vibe, it's contagious. Look in your eyes, it's dangerous. Grateful I had all the patience. I know you going through some changes. You taking pictures, know your angles. Ooh, no, we ain't perfect, but we damn close. Ooh, you give me something I can pay for. No angel, but you got a halo. When it's nights like this, I really wanna be right here. I really wanna take you there. When it's nights like this, I really wanna be right here. I really wanna take you there. It was nights like this, feeling right like this. I never really spent no time like this, Your second time at the crib, knowing I might not hit. You said what I look like my chick, yeah. Looking in your eyes, this dangerous. You got that wet color angel dust. I done put so many diamond chains on you, they get tangled up. I never felt like this is strangers, Got your ex hit a calling, but he can't do much. Cause you with the kid now, LMA booed up. And all you gotta do is call and watch that Ray pull up. Under the stars since they throwing all this shade on us. Facts. You feel the vibe, it's contagious. Look in your eyes, it's dangerous. Grateful I had all the patience. I know you're going through some changes. You taking pictures, know your angles. Ooh, no, we ain't perfect, but we damn close. Ooh, you give me something I can pay for. That's what it's like loving you feel a vibe, I'm deep inside, yeah. You loving me, ooh, I let you ride, yeah. At first you curved me, I let you slide in. Your hips so curvy, you let me slide in, ooh. And it was over once I flipped you over. Relation goer, we come through just like Beyonce Hova. This the Hermes money, this ain't no fashion over. You said your ass had you depressed, and I'm just glad that's over. Cause now you rockin' with a real one. And when I'm in it, you be maxing on 1,000,000. And when I hit it back to back, you make me still come. You got the people hating on us, we gon' kill them. That's facts. You feel the vibe, it's contagious. Look in your eyes, it's dangerous. Grateful I had all the patience. I know you're going through some changes. You taking pictures, know your angles. Ooh, no, we ain't perfect, but we damn close. Ooh, you give me something I can pay for. That's what it's like loving you. Hey, you know you bad, babe. You know I like it, these shorties that try to attach, babe. You from the project, we're so excited. Just give me all of that, so many options. Girl, you got me calling all these different numbers. Why you being selfish? You know that I want you. You really been working, you deserve a Birkin. Girl, you so contagious, damn, that's so dangerous. You feel the vibe, it's contagious. Look in your eyes, it's dangerous. Grateful I had all the patience. I know you're going through some changes. You taking pictures, know your angles. Ooh, no, we ain't perfect, but we damn close. Ooh, you give me something I can pay for. That's what it's like loving you.
That song is dangerous. That song is dangerous. If I had like 2 glasses of wine and maybe one hit, it would be dangerous. Somebody gonna get it, okay? Welcome back to Cali's Best Radio Show. I'm your hostess, Lady Impress, right here live from the KCAA Media Center in Redlands, California, and broadcasting on 102.3 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1050 AM. So we're gonna get into it with we gotta name this little segment. I haven't put a whole lot of thought into that yet, but we gotta do something. The rant, because I used to be called the rant chick before I became choke on this, and we won't even discuss where that came from.
I like choke on this.
Then I was, what was I after that? No, Lady Impress, I guess. Yeah.
How about LaShawn's afterthoughts? I don't know. I don't know.
That's too
word with LaShawn.
That don't sound.
Oh, you
right.
can't say thoughts anymore. Yeah, it means something else.
What? Oh, thoughts. After thoughts. Not thoughts, like in your ideas.
Right. Not the girls on the street thoughts. No.
All right, let's go for it.
Okay, so as some of you may know, it is officially cuffing season. Now, this cuffing season, it's like handcuffs. Like it's time to cuff down someone. It's like a companionship during cold winter months. So now is the time. But, you know, we really got to make sure that we do it right. Because cuffing season is it's temporary. It's seasonal.
Okay. So this is like so both of you know you're just trying to stay warm for the winter.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Or it could lead on to more. But you know what? I just noticed, my exes are hitting me up. A lot of these old people are hitting me up. Things are starting to change. The seasons changed. The time went back. Or did it go forward an hour or backward an hour? I can't keep up. I don't know what time it is. But you know what? I know that
it's cuffing time.
It is cuffing season, y'all. Okay? Y'all know what it means. Okay?
All right. So she has some do's and don'ts or tips or how to go about cuffing season in the right way.
All right. So we want to go about this thing like the NFL draft pick, all right? We want to make sure we choose wisely. This is about 6 tips, you guys, on cuffing season, what you want to know, the ins and outs of it. So compared to an NFL or NBA draft pick, you want to choose a lot wisely. Ladies, please be aware, like I said, of those old lingering exes. Sometimes they just want that old thing back they want a warm, soft booty to hold on to for a minute. But it's nothing real. So you got to be careful. Nick, I see you laughing in the back.
No, he's getting closer. He's getting closer to the dump button.
I'm not doing I'm not doing anything.
Is that the dump button you're pressing? Okay, well, we'll move right along to the next.
No. So, okay. So, yeah, but sometimes your exes come back around and check on you and stuff like that. Hi, what you doing? And,
it's strictly for companionship.
They usually they remember, last winter I had it better. Even if she was driving me crazy, at least, I had it better.
No, I have this guy, like, I kid you not. He only hits me up around the Christmas times.
See, he's one of those seasonal depression type people.
I don't know if he thought I was going to get him a gift or I don't know. It's always after 12 a.m. around midnight. I don't know if he's asking about a gift. I don't know. But those guys you kind of want to steer clear of, ladies. So that's one thing to set off the cuffing season. We just want to be wary of those. I don't know.
So for the dude to text me at 12:37 this morning a.m.
What did he text WYD? Or WYA?
Oh, I was going to say, let me look. I don't know, but it's like, Okay, I'm not answering that 1237 text because we're not cuffing buddies. I mean, not that we couldn't be, but we haven't gotten to that point.
You know, texting's gotten so lazy now.
It
that
is.
WYD, that WYA, that YMCA. Please spell it out. Ask me
the
what,
YMCA.
Hi, what are you doing? What do you want to do?
But the thing is, and I don't want to get too far off track of the cuffing thing, but it's like dudes are texting me every morning, good morning, and I'm like, good morning, and then at night they'll text me a good night, and I'm like, good night, and I'm like, what are we doing?
He's gonna good morning you to death.
I don't want any more good morning texts. Are you going to ask me out ever?
I think it's just something to do, just something to say, like
they're just bored.
Yeah, it's bored. It's out of boredom.
And I'm not trying to be entertainment for people, so I don't want that at all. I know that sounds bad. It's like making me so, I don't want to say.
Isn't it annoyed? Isn't it sickening? Like, oh, another good morning. Good morning, beautiful. That's another one.
And I think that group texting women, it's like good morning, beautiful to like 12 different women to see who's going to respond back or what.
It's what they're doing. You caught on hip to the game. And side note, LaShawn is taking applications, man. She is available and she is ready to mingle, a beautiful lady, and she is open and not for cuffing season. Okay.
Well, all avenues are open, but let's go forward.
Okay. Moving right along in my British voice. The next thing you guys want to do with cuffing season is to pace yourself. Make sure to just make sure that it's cuddle time. You guys are having a good time. If you're eating, you're enjoying yourselves, just enjoy it. It can be addicting having someone there next to you. That companionship really is what it is really about this time.
Right.
You know, just kind of brace yourself, know what you're walking into, because enjoy every moment of it, ladies, because when those ice caps melt, okay, and they're going to melt come spring, that dude's going to be out of there.
Well, I don't know about some of that, but I do know that it's very hard to get anybody off the NFL right now and the NBA. And when the baseball was going on, it's like dudes would rather watch a basketball game than to ask you out, and they'll text you maybe once during the game, and then if you text back, they're not even going to text you back because they're so wrapped up into their sports game. And I'm like, never mind.
Are you one of those women that like watch the basketball games? Just try it. Like, do you watch it on your own lonely just so that you can keep up with?
I do sometimes watch basketball, but let me tell you, if I got a choice between watching a basketball game and a man cuffing, please. It's from no.
It's a no.
It's a no NBA day for me.
Period. Don't bring it up. Don't take her to no basketball. Don't mention it.
I mean, but I would love to go to basketball games, but see, that's the whole problem. Dudes are like hitting me up and seeing where I'm going. Like when I went on my cruise, they're like, how come you didn't invite me on your cruise? Okay, well, you could buy a cruise ticket. You know, they're like trying to like jump on board to what I'm already doing, and it's instead of initiating a real date. And that's why a few weeks ago when that guy took me to play pool, I was so excited that a man actually asked me to go out on a fun date. I mean, like, I just want to have fun.
I know, right? It just seems like the whole dating scene has gotten really lazy, and part of it to blame is the online stuff. We've been reduced to likes. Maybe a call in the morning is reduced to like a WYD or a good GM text. Do you get a GM or do they actually spell out good morning?
No, it's GM beautiful. It's GM beautiful.
And that's what I'm talking about. GM. Just say, what is GM? What? Don't even respond. Honestly, I wouldn't even respond to that.
Well, yesterday I was so annoyed. I almost put out a couple of posts, but because like some of the guys that text me and stuff, they're on this Facebook that I use quite a bit. And
so they're watching. They're live and they can
be
hear.
watching me. I'm not sure, but I said, well, I probably shouldn't just make a post and say stop texting me. But like I was telling you before, sometimes I'll get a text and it's my own picture that I've posted on Facebook, and a guy will say something about my picture, and I'm like, what? Stalkers.
So redundant, right?
It's redundant.
And it's just like not getting to the point. It's just the games. It's games, LaShawn.
Take me out. Buy me I don't even need an expensive anything. And I tell all the guys, when you first meet somebody and you start talking, I'm not that type of person. I'm not trying to have a $300 date. I'm trying to go sit on the beach or something like that. It's very simple.
It's really little things. I know, and men just don't think like that, LaShawn. Like, they're honestly, I think of going to the batting cages or a free comedy night or something cute. You know, cute ideas. Women thrive. And Nick Nack, I see you nodding your head because you probably know a little something. You know that women are completely, you know, we're suckers for just cute, thoughtful ideas. Period. So I hope you had something up your sleeve for your anniversary today.
We do. Actually, tonight when I get home, wife and I are just gonna be on the couch. We're gonna have a little champagne and some chocolate covered strawberries and have a time.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
And really, it's the simple things that I remember the most. You know, those are the ones that I hold the most dear. I think when it comes down to it, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. But see, you're really relating. These men are not really relating. It's like I had a meet and greet last night, and the gentleman was telling me how much he hates the women in Los Angeles. He says they're so pretty. They get their hair done, they got the nails done and their toes done, but they're broke. And all they want to do is come up, and they want you to buy them things. And I was like, he's so bitter already. It's like when he said that, I was like, but I'm not anything like that. I don't, you know, but then I don't know.
He didn't entirely lie, though, LaShawn.
Well, yeah, but my thing is, why are we so at opposite ends of each other now? Like,
I know.
We don't trust each other.
I know.
I have nothing but, I've been dogged, okay, but I don't like just classify every man as a dog. But they're classifying so many of us as thoughts and gold diggers, and it just doesn't seem right.
I know. And you could easily have that quick judgment too. You can't be quick to assume, you can't be quick to judge. You really got to get to know a person, and you know, everybody has a past, everybody has been through things, you know, but I want my fair shot. I've done things I'm not happy about, you know, and that's just no way to be at all, especially with the dating pool. So when that happens, just like you said last week, we got to start getting those red flags. And really, when they say something, I don't know. If a good friend told me to be impeccable with your words. I think that's like one of the 4 agreements that he was telling me about. Something he was telling me, but you've got to be impeccable with your words. Don't even speak it out of your mouth. You know, LaShawn, you're talking about, you know, how these guys are, and I don't really know. You know, my thing is, don't even entertain it. That GM stuff, these guys are going to get the hint when you say, hey, this is not like what I like. This is not what I like. You know, I don't want to be talked to this way. I really had to put my foot down, and women are so accepting of men more than men are accepting of women, is what it seems like. You know, women are quick to...
The thing is, the men have a buffet. Especially, you know, it's how many women to men.
Yeah.
And I haven't really met a man in a long time that even wants to really commit to a woman because he knows he's got it so good, and he doesn't want to have, you know, it's always something. The ones who got married and stayed married for 10 years and then they got a divorce and now he has nothing. He's so bitter against women. He doesn't ever want to get married again, but he wants some entertainment.
I think we should just go to Jamaica. I think we need to just go to Jamaica and get LaShawn's groove back. I'm going to go with her to chaperone and whatnot.
Well, see, but what do you think? Okay, so because people, you know, I had my little heyday in my, you know, a decade ago. You know, I got my groove back a decade ago.
Oh, you still got it, girl.
And if I wanted to, I could still get a groove back. But the thing is that now I'm acting like like how the men are. Because now it's a choice of me saying, okay, well, I got 5 guys texting me every morning, good morning.
Right.
And if I wanted to just try and use and abuse that, I possibly could.
Wow, you just solved it. LaShawn, you are a genius. You just solved it.
What?
You just said that it's a choice, right? You're making a conscious decision to not be so thoughtful, literally and figuratively, like not such a thought, texting 5 guys at once. But you know that you could commit to someone, right? No, it's just a matter of you finding someone who is on that same page as you.
And that's why I have 5 guys texting me, because I've decided that I can no longer invest a year getting to know someone to find out, or 6 months getting to know someone to find out that they're not who they pretended to be. And I'm too old now to just wait around. If you haven't met me, we haven't gone out, we haven't something in like a week or two, then I don't need that. I need to move on.
And I know what you mean, LaShawn. Trust me, I'm shuttled into, you know, those good homegirls. I'm labeled as a homegirl. You know, it's like, dude, I'm your homegirl. Really? We're doing some not so homegirl things.
We doing some things the homegirls didn't do back in the day.
You doing this with all your homegirls? That's the next question.
Yeah, and I had this one guy that texted me, and I told him, I said, dude, if you ever want to really get with me, you're going to have to take me out on a real date. You can't call me on Friday night and say, let's go out, because that tells me that something that you had fell through, or you don't have the time, the patience, or something to plan a date. And he always wondered why we made it out to maybe 2 dates. And then after that, it was like, no, I don't. And that's why I say maybe it's me. I'm trying to, you know, loosen up my standards a little bit without having to settle. But I like a guy who gets after it and stays after it.
Right. Consistency.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't know. How about any more cuffing rules and regulations? Did we get through all of them?
Oh, yes. The most important one. Just, you know what? LaShawn has changed my whole thought. You know, just don't even go into it, you guys. Cuffing season is a no-go.
I like how you've like talked her out of this in the span of like 10 minutes.
Completely. Like, what are we setting up here? Don't do it, ladies. You're worth more. You know, that's the main thing. Knowing your worth. I'm on a mission to, you know, just to find myself more, to really date around. And that's good what you're doing, LaShawn. I'm no relationship expert, but I think we ought to call my friend who is. She might have some really good, insightful tips.
Okay.
So we'll have to set that up. But
well, let's do that. Let's do that maybe next time. We'll have some time. We have Rampage coming on the next time we're here live in studio, which will be in 2 weeks. But next week we're taking off because of the Thanksgiving holiday. We're going to take.
Are you cooking, by the way? Can I get a plate?
No, I'm going to Vegas.
Oh, that's
remember?
right.
I'm going to Vegas. Right. Silly me. I bought tickets to go see the Comedy Get Down in Vegas, and then after I bought the ticket, they added a show out here in Ontario. So, but you know, I go to Vegas all the time, and I'll just go up and see the show. And anybody from Vegas want to, you know, want to hit me up. I do know a couple people in Vegas as well. And no, I'm not going to see that man, because I was dating a man in Vegas for the last year and a half, and everybody thinks every time I go to Vegas I'm going to see him, but I'm not. It is so over. we don't even talk, and I'm sure we've mutually blocked each other out. But anyway, if I don't see you guys or talk to you before next week, have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
You too, Nick, and enjoy your anniversary tonight. I love the thought of champagne
and love. Tonight is the message. Don't give up on love, LaShawn. I know he is out there for you, girl. Yes. He is out there, and I cannot wait to see him.
And you too.
Oh, Lord, me.
So by the time we come back, we're gonna see where you at in your things, and we're gonna see how much love y'all had over the Thanksgiving holiday and everything. So I'm gonna be looking forward to that.
Too much love.
And then we'll get your guru on.
Yes, follow me, y'all, if you have not already. Your girl Allie from Cali, the Valley, San Diego Allie. THE_ALLIEEWAY, kicking it with LaShawn Turner on Wednesday. Up and out of here.
AKA Lady Impress. See y'all.
This concludes another Power Hour with the one and only Lady Impress. Rocking with you at Cali's Best Radio Show. Broadcasting live on 102.3 FM, 106.5, and 1050 AM to ensure that no listener is left behind. Thank you for rocking with us. Until next week, you should be on Cali'sBestRadioshow.com.
If I said I never really cared how I step out the bathroom, notice my perfume, and tell me I'm perfect. Ooh, you're so deserving, baby, I'm worth it. tell I'm your focus. I'm all on your mind and I know it. Even when I'm off, boy, you own it. Sometimes you might talk, but you show me love. The way you pay attention, you notice everything, so I get my everything. My pain and my struggle, my friend and my lover, I put that on everything. Feels like a forever thing. Yeah, you take my everything, so we can have everything. Yeah, we gon' have everything.
Yeah, never been good at trusting, but there's something about you I'm in love with. I say that I'm fine, but you know that I'm lying. You read between all the lines, love. The way you pay attention, you notice everything, so I get my everything. My pain and my struggle, my friend and my lover, I put that on everything. Feels like a forever thing. Yeah, you take my everything, so we can have everything. Yeah, we gon' have everything. Oh,
anything I give, you take it. All I know is you've been so patient. Oh yeah, my young heart, boy, you never break it, and I owe it all to you. Hey, love the way you pay attention. You notice everything, so I get my everything. My pain and my struggle, my friend and my lover, I put that on everything.